All right, good morning everyone. So I'm out early morning, almost no wind. I mean virtually no wind. Can't really see my windsock moving. So should get a forward launch as long as I don't blow it. And I'm really thinking this should be some of the best air I've had, certainly inland. The other night out here was really good. I think this is going to be better. Right here there's no fog, but I think where the grass is higher, there's a thin layer of fog right on the ground. I'm sure you can't see it in the distance here, but I'll set this camera up, try to get a shot of me launching. And as you'll see here, I botched my first attempt of the takeoff in the morning. I think it was kind of intermediate syndrome where I thought, hey, I don't have to run so hard. So second time around, run a little harder, and all's good. And here it is from the camera on my head. Just only had one launch this morning. It was just such a beautiful flight, beautiful conditions that I didn't want to waste time coming in for landings and takeoff practice. I just wanted to cruise around. I did more, as you'll see here in quite a few clips. I had a nice fog covering the ground, and it just made it really kind of magical flight. I mean, this is what I got into the paramotor sport for. It was mornings like this, and it really does kind of encourage me to get up early to catch these kind of conditions. It was just really spectacular. I'm sure a lot of you guys that fly paramotors may be used to it now, but for me this was kind of one of the first ones where I could really just get back and enjoy it, and had a great area to go fly. So just a lot of clips here of me flying low or reasonably low. I think these early ones are when the fog still hadn't cleared, the mist still hadn't cleared off the ground. Here I'm approaching an area that there's a lot of rice fields, and I'm pretty sure that's, I'm definitely no farmer myself, but I'm pretty sure that's what this is, rice field. The area before it started being swallowed up by suburban Houston area was known for rice crops farming. And just again, look at that sun, and you know, the fog real low on the ground. It was just awesome. And this audio that I'm recording is after the fact. One thing to add to my checklist, I had my audio backpack on my GoPro recording set up, but I failed to turn on my Cena to feed from the mic. And here was a chance for me to kind of swoop down even a little bit lower. Had a nice road here. Again, almost no wind condition. I probably had a very slight tailwind, 1 mile an hour, something like that. You know, not enough to matter. And come down and just cruise down this road. And as you'll see later, you know, I could just, these fields go on and on, very few power lines. Just a lot of fun. And I had thoughts of foot dragging, but again, I think I'm such a beginner that I didn't want to get out there. I think I'm going to wait and do that maybe on the beach sand, where the consequences of hitting the dirt would be a little bit less than it would be here. Another thing I did this morning was I'd actually taken some flights at the beach the day before and talked to my instructor about the fact that I was being a little bit more gentle than I needed to on the brakes, and I could be a lot more aggressive on my turns, and kind of put that into practice. Started yesterday at the beach, and then out here today with the wind so great, you know, feeling real confident and things. I mean, I'm nowhere close to doing wing overs or anything even remotely acrobatic. I'm babying, but just turning a little more sharply, a little more crisply, and not being worried about it was just, you know, it adds the control and but you know, as you can see here, I was just eating up this low flying and cruising down in the mist and in the fog. And then and back towards the sun up the long road. I think this is the spot where I was really seriously thinking, man, I could just foot drag. It would be so easy. And I'm sure I could have, to be honest. But again, I think there's some things that I'm going to take a little bit slower approach, just like my learning to turn. You know, I'm not out there looking to get aggressive with it. I'm looking to take it easy and just enjoy this. One thing I actually would like to do an SIV course sometime. You know, it's I don't think I would need it for acrobatic maneuvers. I hope to never put myself in a situation where I would really need the skills of an SIV. But no, I just think that one of these, especially I'll probably, one of these days I'll make a decision and I'll find myself up in some weather or conditions that I wished I wouldn't have been in. I hope not to do that, but doing it in a controlled environment, in an SIV course over water, or you've got folks to watch out for you, tell you what to do, save you, all that kind of stuff. That's the way to do it. So that may be in my future sometime. And here I just came back into closer to where I launched from. You know, I'm kind of on the edge of town, and these are some of the places where the suburban area is starting to swallow up the fields. And here I'm headed back out into the fields. I think I discovered my shadow at this point. Thought, oh, that's pretty cool, chasing my own shadow there on the ground. Just did it on and on for a long track across there. In fact, as you can see, I went across this for such a long time, I thought I'd speed the video up just to kind of show it. And man, this was epic going across this field like this. Hit the other side, found actually another little community and waved at a lady out her backyard there. I guess I didn't get that clip in, but here's some of the construction equipment clearing pads out in that area. So after a little bit of that, it was time to head back to my launch site. You know, I probably quit too early, but I told myself I really want to quit while the weather's really good and just not spoil this really awesome flight that I had. So, glorious flights this morning. Very nice. Guess I should do it this way. My beautiful hair. Two not good things. I don't know why I should start with the not good thing. Blew my first launch, didn't run hard enough. Main thing, I think. Let the wing get sideways a little bit, off to one side a little bit, but probably because I just didn't have enough speed and had to die somewhere. And then at the end, we'll see how wet the grass is. What was I? A little short on my landing. Probably a good thing though. It helped me kind of skid in for a no-wind, higher speed landing. And let's see if the grass is wet. Yeah, grass is a little bit wet. So I'm gonna kind of need to dry out the wing when I get home. And actually, what I did was ended up cleaning some sand out of the wing and drying it right there before I packed it up and put it in my car. I had a walker come around and help me out to do it. Okay, out. I guess I'm gonna go out.